Right, so I want to say welcome everybody, welcome. Okay, we are looking at serious things going on now in the world. It's very, very serious. We need to tackle these issues. Violence is the main thing that we need to tackle. Got violence everywhere. You get domestic violence, you get violence in the schools, violence all across the world, east and west. You get violence on the city streets. You get killings, robbings, carjackings, looting, mugging, raping, all kinds of abuse, just assaults all over. It's crazy. Daylight robbery, nighttime robbery all over the place. It's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And violence is what's doing it. You've got countries at war, wars on the battlegrounds. You've got violence in prisons where they believe it's just the code, that's the way it is. Gang warfare. Long time rivalries. This whole idea of like tribalism, this, oh my people, this, that and the other, like you belong to something, whether it's your race, your country, your group, your team, whatever it is, people have the same beliefs. And this is very serious. Okay, your culture, your country, well, what is it? Ultimately, we're just human beings on this planet Earth. And for someone to think differently, or to look down upon someone, even with hatred in their mind for other people, which is a kind of violence in their mind, it's wrong. It comes from fear. It comes from a lack of understanding that we are equal as people, and you make yourself inferior when you go and commit acts of violence, because it shows that you're like a beggar and you put yourself low down and you put other people's ideas before yours, or as though when you show that power, its weakness is what it is. It's ego, fear, pride, all of it. It's all that. You become a complete slave living on your knees when you carry on like that. We need to tackle these issues. Violence. Look at it. Violence is what makes the world go round a lot of the time. Governments, it's force. The hand of force, the power of force, money, whatever you want to call it. Corruption, too, lies, dishonesty. It's not peace. And so let's look at this. Here we can see what's happening across the world. Imagery, showing. These people are facing the back. Got a couple of white boys in there, but all jokes aside. Immigrants on a boat making their way back making their way to where they come from. Now, some of these people have got iPhones and all the rest of it. They've probably got nice houses. They're not all coming from war. They're not all coming from, war-torn or poverty and starvation. Some of these people are coming from places where they had a family, they've got a family, they've got a place to live, and they just want a better, quote-unquote, life. It's just the illusion, see. Some of these people, they go in there, they risk their lives and their kids' lives sometimes too. They lose them sometimes. Travelling across the sea. And this boat looks like something straight out of Mission Impossible, 007, James Bond, whatever. There's a speedboat, but they're not going backwards. When that guy looks like he's sitting in a TV there, I don't know, but all jokes aside, as I say, I don't know which one's the driver. They are the captain of it. They are literally travelling to make a new, better life for themselves. But then what happens is you see people from whatever background going around robbing each other, robbing their own people, robbing other people. They're robbing their land, they're robbing themselves of any dignity because they lower themselves to be the scum of society when they're in their own land, which is, anyway, it's planet Earth, man. Borders are man-made. But still, you've got to respect all the people of the land and respect your own home. And there's people going around vandalising and looting and all the rest of it, while people have to slave to work so damn hard to make a living. But these people, some of these migrants are coming in with gear. They've got stuff, they've got cars probably back in their own home, or at least a motorbike, a fridge, TV, a bed, basic life. But still, they're coming in, they're being let in, and what are you going to have left? But if we go down below, we can see a guy there on the right. He looks like the mayor. I don't know, something like that. And there's you can see how they're implementing the latest technology. We've got this is actual photos. You're looking at actual images here. Actual images with your eyes actually looking at image, the photos here, you're actually seeing of high-tech, latest high-tech. This is not just your average AI. This is some of the stuff on the force they're bringing in, and you can see how they're testing out the boats, either coming in, going out. This ain't a fishing trip, you can see, and they can even play music apparently too. I don't know if they can break dance or not. Now, if you look here, you can see some of the families. I think this is Tom Cruise's friend or someone. All jokes aside, big floods have been happening. You can see how the trucks are just driving on the water, trying to get through it. He's strangling, he's just consoling his wife there or whatever, and there's this young boy, which is their young son, Lebron, who's just, he's not trying to jump in the water, he's just taking a look. It's okay. As more migrants are coming in on the other side, you can see in that small boat. It's just terrifying. What are you going to do? You know? Now, graphically, we can see here that a lot of the migrants have been lining up. This is where they want to be checked. They've got to be checked for their passports and everything. Where you're from, what you're doing. It's not Ed 209, but it comes fucking close, right? This is what happens. They're bringing the big boys, the biggest, baddest Skynet to come in and make sure that you're not getting through the gates without passing between my legs, he says. And you're making a big mistake if you try to argue with AI. This guy was, he's not on drugs, but this guy here was actually, he taught them all a lesson. You can see how many of these people have been camping out. They've been lying under this bridge here. When they got up through the barbed wire, most of their bodies were just sliced up like kind of bad in some areas. One guy lost his bollocks, but you can see how the sun is, I don't know what it's like, day and night, man. And this guy here, he was apparently one of the enforcers of Skynet. He first came down without clothes. He took someone's jacket, motorcycle, you know the rest of the story. He's got a weapon. He taught some of these guys what it means to lay down if you can't stand up in your land, because right now we're trying to save money for Cheerios and Burger King, and this guy here, he's begging to go back home, the one on the right, because this guy here is a Terminator and he's not going to fucking take that. He's going to say, look, I can't be babysitting you. You've got to go out. You've got to get back. Climb back under the barbed wire. Skim your ass across the water, whatever. He doesn't care. This is how he's going to deal with it. And this is another picture of his brother, okay, who was also a Terminator. And you can see how a lot of his family members are coming here. These are actually people of the land who pay their bills, pay their taxes. And it's not easy. They're living in the land, you know. Their predecessors were a different technology. They were, some of them were also immigrants, but they all pay their dues, you know, to get their cheese, to get their butter, to get their KFC and McDonald's. They have to make sure that they work their ass off. They get taxed off. They get taxed off and flipped off. There's some of these motherfuckers do, some of these guys do overtime. It's overkill. And they're here to protest, but not only that, they're here to stand, and what they're doing is they're coming, walking forward. You can't see it in this image, but they're seeing the migrants backwards of the boats and saying, look guys, there's no space here. I've got to feed my kids, I've got to walk my fucking dog, right? So here we can graphically see the Ghostbusters. Oh no, this is just, it's a few white boys in the back, but you know, you've got people here in the hoods, right? It's just people just coming and going. They don't even know they're there. Someone's daughter got lost. She's a bit ugly there, but you know, never mind. She's just walking, and she's just, you know, she's walking into the hood to get some of that diverse cultural education stuff. And these guys are okay. They're just walking. They're just paying their bills, man. Paying their bills. Ain't a joke. Ain't a joke. Okay, so you know, and last but not least, this is what happens. You got the hoods in the background, people in the jungle, people literally The concrete jungle, just literally massive. There's skyscrapers and everything. But you've got the people there destroying and making it a living fucking hell. Excuse my language, making it shit on the inside, all jokes aside. And then you've got these migrant holiday goers, all these people here with their families, they're just singing on the way in, and it's like more no, because now they've got the big boy, big hypertech, the Don. This is one of the mech terminators they got down onto the boat to send them packing. Whatever if they ain't got anything to pack, and you better pack up that shit, because you're not blocking up our toilets, you're not shitting in our gardens anymore, or on people's doorsteps who've been working their whole fucking life off. You've got veterans in the homes. Listen, man, this guy's here. He didn't even bring his massive shotgun, but he said, I'm going to stand on this boat, I don't care if it sinks with you, motherfucker. He's going to take him back. He's going to go back with him. He said, you better turn this boat round. I am the captain. Watch, blood, watch. And this is how he's going to give them a free what do you call it, escort. He's going to escort them back. He just came to the city looking for some hoes. These ain't the fucking ticket. He's taking them back. Trust me. He's just finished an orange juice and he's taking them back. So this is how you take back your land. Bomba clat. You gotta respect your land, you know. Trust. So this is how we need to make sure we stop violence in the world and be nice. Okay. Thanks for watching.